Good morning, Connor.
Good mythical morning.
That's not what. Well, I think we've done that before.
Have we? Probably.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
Yeah. The thing I was going to do in this cold open was I was going to pretend like in this. So this is a scenario where we are, and you can tell me if this is good or bad for some great improv opportunities. I was going to pretend like I was waking you up, like you were in bed, and I was waking you up with a microphone and being like, "Wake up! It's time to do the podcast." And then you could have been like, let's just take it from the top. Rewind. There we go. Some good flow. Okay. Good morning, Connor. Were you swallowing a bag of gummy bears? In your sleep? I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you slept with the blankets in your mouth.
Hi, Graham?
You slept in the waterbed. Well, that's a new technique. I'm not used to that. Hi, it's me. Wake up, sleepy face. It's time to do a podcast.
Okay. Sure. I can do a podcast.
You remember what podcast this is?
Yeah, it's 100% worse.
That's
the
right.
Show that gets better every day.
It is indeed. Let's roll that intro while you get dressed.
One, two, 3, 4. Two best friends created the best show in the universe, and they took that show and made that show 100%
worse. Presenting Podcast Extravaganza 100% Worse, the show that gets better every day. Now accompanied by interpretive dance.
So much nudity on this show. It's really crazy. I feel inclined to comment on our recording setup right now because we actually I just feel like there's no reason to keep our procedure under wraps. I feel like you all are in this room with us every week as we record. We're just talking to you.
You all are literally visually manifested in this room as we speak.
If you
probably
visualize
don't know it, but we see you, and we see you all here.
Well, that I've been told that some people listen to the show in the shower, so maybe we just avoid that.
Okay.
The kind of imagery. So normally, just to break this down, normally we record at my house. But this week we are recording at Connor's house.
Yes, we are.
And we're using the same microphones, but we're using Connor's mic stands. And the thing about that is that I didn't bring any mic clips, and Connor only has one.
Yes.
So I'm basically so Connor's got pretty much his normal setup. I mean, you've got the mic stand, scissor stand. You've got the microphone on it, pop filter,
all that fun stuff.
Connor's plosives are very plosive. Mine are okay.
That probably sounded really bad.
Oh no, the editor will fix it. Whoever that is. Meanwhile, I'm just over here holding my mic by hand. Yep. Like I'm just about to do a type 5, or I guess a type 45. Yep. So Connor's recording a podcast. I'm doing stand up.
Yes, I'm.
Should I stand up? I should probably actually stand up. This mic cord is not very long.
Oh, I should have gotten you my longer one. So you could actually pace around the room.
I'll just
that would be funny.
Yeah, I'll just hold it like...
That'd be good.
I'll just be like... I was going to say Jim Gaffigan, but he holds the mic way down.
I'm right now literally in a lazy boy with like my feet propped up and everything. And he's kind of now just pacing.
Yeah, I'm just pacing.
So we haven't even talked about anything about what we're supposed to be doing.
No.
So what's our topic?
Right. So just to recapitulate, if that's the word I'm looking for, I don't believe it is. No, I think it is. Isn't that what recap is short for? Recapitulate? Write in if you know. Write an email to 100%worse@gmail.com if you have the answer to that question, or send us a tweet at twitter.com.
You want to go to twitter.com. There you can click log in, and it'll ask you to create an account.
No, Mom, not that one. That's not the Mom. That's not the right one. Okay, sorry. We have very, very directional instructions for our audience.
No, not Facebook. Twitter.
Twitter. You remember Twitter? It's the one with the bird. Yeah, that's a little bird. Okay, well,
the letter F, but okay.
We'll fix this later. What am I talking about? This is 100% Worse, show that gets better every day, where every week we take a topic, we take some kind of thing or entity that exists in the universe, and we just try to make it better for you. And we have suggestions aplenty. So on this Super Bowl Sunday, what could be more relevant than snacks?
That is correct.
Because we already did football as kind of a preamble leading up. And now we're talking about snacks. And this was kind of prompted by a friend of mine, her Instagram story this morning. She outlined how, although she doesn't really track with football, she gets excited about the snacks, making snacks, eating snacks. I don't know what else you do with snacks, but I guess we're going to find out.
Displaying snacks.
Yeah.
Decorating snacks.
I'm sure we can just get into this a lot more organically if you just go ahead and hit me with your first idea of how can we make snacks better for everyone.
Okay, my first idea.
Yeah.
Make them bigger.
Okay. I feel like I don't need to say this again.
Okay.
We've been doing this show for 36 weeks. And I think just about every week, your first suggestion is always make it bigger, which was fine with paper clips. It was fine with pizza. But somewhere I have to draw the line. You can't just make everything bigger.
Yes, you can. That literally makes everything better. That'll make everything better.
Tongue depressors.
Oh, come on. Okay. Maybe you have a point.
Braces. Q-tips. Anything that goes in anywhere. Contact lenses. You just got the Mike Wazowski look. Putting cereal bowls in your eyeballs.
Fair enough. Here's my actual first point.
Okay.
Don't judge the snacks. Don't judge the snacks. If someone brings snacks, if there are snacks there, don't judge them. A lot of people don't bring certain snacks because they feel like it doesn't work in a party environment. I think that should be removed. That should not be there. You can let any snack exist.
Okay. I was going to say within reason, but that's never been our MO.
No, why would we do within
Why would we
reason?
start now?
No. You can bring in fried insects. That's totally cool.
I mean, in some cultures, it is totally cool.
Yeah.
Why not this culture? I feel like I might be the only one in the room who's actually had fried insects. So.
We are the only two people in the room.
Yes. So 50% of the room has had fried insects. The other half of the room will not eat mayonnaise because it is too spicy.
No, I don't eat mayonnaise because it's disgusting.
You know, we don't talk a lot about our whiteness on this show, but I feel like it bears mention that anything which has ever looked at a pepper is not okay in Connor's book. Sorry, I'm holding this microphone and walking around. I feel like I should roast you. It's just a reflex. I should do like a little crowd work.
Should I start heckling you?
I guess. I feel like that's this whole podcast, me doing stand-up and getting heckled. At least it is today. I'll just do a little crowd work. I'll look around the room here. You, sir, where are you from?
I'm from Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Fantastic. Let me guess, Patriots fan.
My mom's a Patriots fan. No, that's why we disowned her.
I don't know why I'm holding the microphone. You've got your own microphone.
Yeah, you're pointing two microphones at me.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear about your mom who's been locked in the basement for the whole day and not allowed food or water by any of the rest of your family. But hey, I mean, that's just how it is here in Indianapolis.
Are the Patriots playing in the Super Bowl?
They are.
I have zero idea.
Well, it's a pretty good guess that the Patriots are playing in the Super Bowl every year.
That's probably fair.
Tom Brady is running out of fingers at this point. He's going to start wearing those rings as earrings and toe rings and anklets. And he should be wearing an anklet, a prison monitor. Am I right? Am I right? An ankle monitor is what I meant to say. Because of his crimes. Because of all his terrible crimes. I think that it's about snacks. I mean, we're talking about snacks this week. Mm-hmm. I think we would be remiss if we didn't at least mention moon pie.
Yes.
And we got to bring them up. We got to talk about moon pie. The reason we're not talking about them more is because I think it's kind of assumed that we would say, yes, always bring moon pies. In fact, the last party or event that I went to, I brought a whole box of moon pies. And they were very well received because they are the greatest snack to exist. And so we can't really measure everything by moon pie standards.
Well, we could.
We could, but
It
then
would end up forcing everything to become better in the free market to compete with moon pie. So maybe it's a good idea.
I mean, you're not wrong. But I think we gotta delineate the parameters.
What now?
We gotta just delineate those parameters.
Okay.
You know how right now we've got some parameters?
Yep.
Delineate them already.
Okay. Sure.
What are they, lineated?
Already.
Get those
Yes.
lineated parameters out of here. I want those delineated by Tuesday. I want those parameters on my desk with pictures of Spider-Man by Tuesday.
This is feeling very much like a stand-up, and I'm digging it.
Yeah, I'm kind of... maybe we should do this every week. If you stood up with your mic as well, it would be dueling stand-ups. It would be like a roast battle.
It would be a roast battle, and that would be our new podcast.
Yeah.
It would come out every once in a blue moon, and we'd wear different costumes, and we'd be pretending to be different people from history.
It'd be like, you're from a different country. Well, your socks are poor. That kind of thing. Just back and forth, that good old banter.
Yep.
Yeah. We really do have a topic for this show. We really are trying.
There is a point.
Yeah. You know who else podcasts like this, holding the microphone? Is Pat McAfee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys watch the Pat McAfee show, well, it's a podcast if you listen to it, but if you watch it on YouTube, he's holding his microphone because he's a kind of a stand-up comic. I don't know, maybe it's just like a kicker punter thing. Maybe they all do that. Maybe because I've never seen other members of that. I'm out of breath.
Need me to take over for a little bit?
Could you?
So what he was saying is he hasn't really seen other people from like the football region or like sports commentators holding their
4 feet.
holding their microphones like that.
shape.
But Pat McAfee does, which I find rather interesting because he's a kicker. He's got very strong legs. He doesn't necessarily have strong arms.
Right. Except for when he throws those passes.
That is
trick
true.
plays.
He grows his arms when he needs to throw a pass, and then they shrink back.
He diverts
back
power from
into
his
his legs. Yeah. When he needs the kick.
Diverts power from the main thrusters.
So maybe he's just breathing power from his legs into his arm to hold the microphone for so long.
Oh. I think he sits down. Well, no, sometimes he stands. I don't know, man. I don't know what Pat McAfee does. I can't begin
Well, I'm assuming his legs are very powerful that he can
His legs are so
stand
powerful,
normally and still divert power.
He could probably stand on one leg,
Probably.
divert the power from the other leg into his mic holding arm.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but then if you throw him something, he'll just it'll bounce off him because his other arm's just so little and weak. I had this idea
Okay.
that, first I had this idea that we should probably take an ad break.
Okay. Yeah, we
Looking
can
at
take
the
an ad
time.
break.
Yeah. So on the Super Bowl Sunday, I should mention, by the way, if you guys don't remember, we do record on Sundays and we put the episode up on Monday. So you're not missing it. You're not late. We just, there's processing, shipping, and handling, and then we get the show out. So that's why. But it is Sunday when we're recording this. Anyway, let's go into that ad break with a little bit of smooth rockapella.
Rockapella. Ooh.
That actually, that actually rocked pretty well.
That was a pretty
better
good
than-
transition.
Yeah.
Well,
that wasn't
thanks for
bad.
bringing up the transition now.
Yeah.
It didn't transition at all.
Well,
Now that you brought it up.
I'm sorry. We're now inside the ad break.
Yes.
Why
We
don't you tell
we
us
are
about our first
physically
sponsor?
Our first sponsor
Yeah.
is going to be folding chairs.
All right. What was wrong with the regular ones? Why'd you have to make them all bendy? Huh? Why'd you gave them levers and you gave them movable parts?
They're used a lot
free
now
will?
for the Super Bowl and in the season for parties and such. So they're kind of getting a little bit more legwork, and they'd like to be appreciated a little
Folding
bit more.
chairs are good for wrestling and for collapsing under the weight of drunk people who stand on them at college parties.
That is true.
These are things that I
That is
know
true.
about folding
So,
chairs.
folding tables as well.
Oh,
They
folding
will-
tables.
Drunk people will get up on the folding tables.
Now, are we talking
Yes.
about chairs and tables that kind of have things on top of them? Like these chairs that are at these tables, would you say they're fairly full
yes.
items? Oh, so we're not talking about empty chairs at empty tables.
No. No, we are not.
Oh, because that would be miserable.
But no, just make sure to thank your folding chairs.
Hey, folks, chairs and tables, right? That have things that put their weight on them, right? How are they holding up?
I think you need to sit down.
Tough crowd. get no respect. No respect at all. Glass of water.
Do you actually need one?
No, I'm fine. I'm just going to sit down. Stand-up career is not going as well as I had originally hoped.
Well, welcome to the Sitting Club.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
Just sit down.
Welcome to the Sitting Club, a podcast within a podcast. I want to sit. I want to sit.
Sit.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey guys, it's another Mabim Bam ripoff.
It's another Mabim Bam ripoff.
It's a Mabim Bam ripoff and a Mabim Bam ripoff.
You know what? I'm really impressed at how you can say Mabim Bam without tripping over
Mabim
it.
Bam?
Mabim
I don't
Bam.
know.
I've been a Mabim Bambino for like
I felt like I was
while.
tripping.
No,
that whole...
you did well.
Oh, thank you.
When I say it, I can say it at like 3/4 speed, Mabim Bam, but I really have to go like lead into it, Mabim Bam. Like this is my podcast. This is my other podcast, and this is Mabim Bam. I can do that. But if I'm like Mabim Bam, then I'm like the two M's. No, there's like an M and a B, and I'm just like
There are a lot of M's and B's. You know the podcast?
You know that podcast? You know that one with the three brothers? Three bros. So, our second sponsor, since you asked.
Yeah, what is our second sponsor?
Snakes.
Snakes.
They're tired of the ladders.
Anywhere
they want to move to
specifically?
escalators.
Are they located anywhere specifically?
They're all over. In fact,
They're all over?
here's one now.
Here's one, okay.
Here's a snake to talk to us today. Yes, we have a snake on the show. Snake, I'm sorry, do you have a name, Snake? Or
Spencer.
is it Spencer or is it just Spencer and you have a kind of an impediment?
It's Spencer.
Should I be saying it that same way? I don't want to be rude.
It does not matter.
Spencer.
That is fine.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to call you Spencer if that's okay.
That is also fine.
Okay. So Spencer, well, you've really paid for a long ad break. I guess this is just turning into an interview now since you've got the time, got the money. Are all snakes kind of well off like you, or is that a rude question? I'm sorry.
It's a bit of a knowledgeable question, but
I'm sorry, it's a
also
what question?
fine. It's an unknowledgeable.
Could you one more time?
question.
Could you say that one more time for me? I'm just not quite picking it up.
It's an unknowledgeable question and a slightly ignorant question, but again, it's fine. Not all snakes are the same.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed that you this whole time you've had just a massive tin can just trapped in your mouth.
Yes, this is very painful.
I'm sorry, this is stuck on your fangs. That must be really difficult to talk for you. Let me just get that off. Let me just get that off your fangs for you. If you just reach in there, Is that better?
Thanks, dude.
Oh, no problem. That was much easier to understand you now. I'm sorry. So snakes. What is the message you wanted to give from snakes?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're just cool. We're just like cool people who just try and live. We're not actually that dangerous. Just don't try to like step on us, please.
Oh, yeah. Don't tread on you.
We just kind of, yeah. Please don't.
Yeah, okay.
I get you're going for that joke, but also in seriousness.
No, I'm sorry.
Please
I just
don't
it's
step on me.
it's the
It's very
microphone. It's the way I'm
painful.
holding it. I just want to riff.
I understand
Yeah.
that. I'm not usually in front of a microphone too. It's kind of cool.
I heard that the snakes wanted to get away from the whole ladders thing. Like it's the 21st century. Would you like to go to elevators, escalators? Because snakes and ladders has been a thing for quite a while.
Well, you see, it has, but the Snakes and Ladders is kind of a tradition.
Oh,
It's actually coming up here soon. February 11th is the annual Ladders.
really?
Yeah. If you ever see snakes on ladders around February 11th,
okay.
We're honoring our heritage.
So February 11th that's ladder. What do you call that? Ladder Day.
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically
Okay.
Ladder
And where
Day.
do you do
Yes.
that? Do you do that at like a park or like a church? Maybe like the Church of Latter-day Snakes.
I'll admit that was pretty funny. That was very good.
And as a legitimate question.
No, it's pretty much wherever we can find a ladder. We don't usually venture too far off from our dens and our burrows.
By dens and burrows, do you mean like actual den, or like is that like
Yes.
slang?
No, it's we do have holes. Yes.
Oh,
we do live
just in the ground,
holes.
just live in holes. Okay, well you've got to go and dig them holes. You know,
Yes.
dig it up, boom,
And
diggy.
I've actually got to go and find a ladder.
Oh, yeah.
For my kids.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
they can't venture too far off. I need to
Okay.
bring back a ladder.
Great.
If anyone knows of a step ladder in the Indianapolis area
Mm-hmm.
that they could put outside, preferably near 56th Street.
Okay.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I would very much appreciate
yeah, I guess
it.
we'll post that up on Craigslist or Free Cycle or whatever it is that you use. We
That
can
would be awesome. I can't type.
figure that out. You can't type. Yeah, I heard snakes weren't really good at writing, but could do math. Is that true? Or is that just adders? I'm sorry, I'm making an asp of myself once again. It's been good talking to you, Spencer.
It's been good talking to you too. I appreciate the airtime.
Yeah, no problem. Where did Connor go? Connor just kind of left me stranded through that.
Hey guys, sorry I had to take a phone call.
All right. Bit rude, but I guess now that you're back, we can get out of this ad break.
Yeah, I've got to go. Thanks for having me on, everyone.
Yeah, no problem. I don't say that
Thanks,
everyone.
Spencer.
How about
Have a
just
good day.
thanks me, because I was the only one here.
Well, you did great.
Yeah, thank you.
great.
Thanks. Let's get out of this ad break with a little bit more smooth a cappella while I find my phone.
While you find your phone, what
Yeah.
did you do with your phone?
Jing 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 jing. Hey, we're back.
Yes, we are.
In case you skipped all of that, we interviewed a snake. I interviewed a snake.
Who would skip the ads?
I have no idea. I've heard some people do.
I don't know who would do that.
So, a lot of like parties, people say they just come for the snacks, or just come for the snacks,
That
just
is
come for
true,
the
yes.
snacks. Super Bowl party, just come for the snacks. You know, Easter party, just come for the snacks. You know, Grandpa's funeral, just come for the snacks. And
Yikes.
I'm leaving it in.
Oh, gee.
My point is, why don't we just get rid of the events and just have snack parties?
Snack parties. That's
Snack
brilliant.
party.
That's actually really. I would totally go to a snack
I would go to
party.
a snack party.
If someone was like, yo, guys, I made like a ton of brownies.
Yeah,
I would
well,
be all
that's
over that.
That's a certain culture. That's a certain kind of thing. If you had like everybody bring a snack, but then there was like no central event, no reason, you're just
was
there
just
to
there for the
eat snacks
And hang out.
and take names, and you're all out of names.
So you're there for the snacks.
Therefore, I'm just here for the snacks.
Yep.
Is what everyone's T-shirt will say.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, you'll get a T-shirt. When
you get a
go to
T-shirt
these
for
events.
coming. Yeah. But that T-shirt by the end of the night is going to be covered in pretzel dust.
Oh, definitely.
Defo.
Definitely. That's why you get a new one every time you go.
What if snacking? I mean, what if we just made that more of an event?
Snacking as an event.
Snacking could just become like
Competitive snacking.
competitive snacking. Sure, I know we have like competitive eating. That's not what I'm talking about. Competitive eating has no chill. There's
Yeah.
no long game. That's just like, oh, how many bananas can you fit inside of your mouth at once while chewing? And then how can you eat this pie without using your tongue? I bet you can't. Like that's not, or it's like how much salt would you like in your soup? And that's nothing. So my point is, what I'm saying is we could be streaming this. This could be a televised event. This could be an international event. We could have like we have esports now. We could just have like e-snacks or like snack sports or something like that. I already know who's going to comment on it before you even ask. The commentary will be done by Sir Action Snacks.
That was pretty good.
That was a good
pretty
joke. That was a solid joke. I wasn't
that
even
was
standing
very-
up for that one.
Well,
I was just sitting here.
That was very solid. The
Yeah.
thing is, he'd be 100% down.
Yeah.
He'd be totally down for that.
And Sir Action Snacks is... I think it's just Sir Action Slacks, but with a fake mustache.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, like so that he looks like the guy on the Pringles can. Mm-hmm. So bow tie too, I think.
Sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah.
Let's get this out. Let's hit up Twitch. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll give us a sponsorship. to get
I
that
feel like we are
competitive.
angling for a lot of like snack sponsorships. You know, it blows my mind that we've never gone for the Taco Bell sponsorship.
That is true.
We're there like every week.
That is true. We are there like every week.
We basically, I mean, we give them so much business, and I think we do talk about them fairly often. Do they just owe us money? Is that how that works?
Yes, it
If
is.
you
actually. I've
advertise
been-
for somebody, then they have to pay you.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. They owe us kind of a lot of money
Yeah.
at this point, but
I read that
mean,
on
they have
a,
really good lawyers.
Yeah, I read that on a Snapple cap. Delicious Snapple, available at your local grocery store.
So you're a Snapple kind of person.
Yes.
Me myself, right now, I'm drinking Arizona sweet tea.
Arizona sweet tea. Is that right? Well, I read
It's delicious.
on a Snapple cap that Arizona sweet tea can go suck a big bag of carrots. It's with the Snapple campaign has gotten really aggressive as of late. They just really gun for those other brands.
You look under a Snapple cap, it's like Snapple Fact 135. Arizona sucks.
Arizona sucks so hard. I heard Arizona's mom has a weird arm. It splits into two arms on the side, and she uses all her hands to open Arizona teas, which is why she's so dumb.
It's just like
Snapple
there's this
fact.
little tab on the underneath the cap, and it kind of folds down. It just like keeps folding down.
Just folds out like a road map.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this Snapple fact says that Arizona tea was founded, in 1906 by your mom. Oh, okay, well, that's interesting. Who is a nice lady, but who eventually sold the company to, the devil of hell. Oh, there it is. Who runs the company to this day. See other side. Okay. I understand you, Snapple.
You open up a Snapple cap, another one. It's like Snapple joke, pure leaf.
That's my only complaint with Snapple lately is that it's really been more cap than bottle. It's like a 3-inch cap, just stuffed with info.
It's just like a funnel. Their cups just look like
It's like an
funnels.
oil filter, just clamped onto the top of a bottle. It's pretty delicious Snapple available at your local grocery store. You got another idea for me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Another
hit me.
idea for snacks. So, we need to make a machine
Okay.
that analyzes and accurately gives each person the right amount of chip to dip ratio.
Ooh.
Because every single person who goes
Is
to
it
the events,
because?
every single person that gets
Yeah.
chips and dip will always have the wrong ratio. They need to get up and they need to get either more chips or more dip. It always happens to every single person. There literally has to be a way now. It's 2019. There has to be a way that we can get this out.
An app, a snack app. I worry that having a correct chip to dip ratio from the get-go will eliminate the thing that we all do where we finish a bag of chips, but there's still dip. So we go get more chips to finish the dip, but then we still have some chips left. So we have to get more dip. I'm worried that if I finish the chip and the dip at the same time, I won't be able to enable myself to keep ruining my body with horrible food.
Well, see, that's where I was kind of going, is that we wouldn't do that. But,
Is that preferable?
depends.
No, right?
No, it is not.
No,
It is
that's
not.
terrible.
It's not.
No,
like
I mean,
my
what am I
chip loop.
gonna do?
I like blowing
eat
fat chip loops.
I'd like to blow fat chip loops into my dip. Is that so terrible?
That's pretty cool.
I downloaded Tor on my vape. So I can browse securely. Do I play Steam games? Yeah. Yeah, I do on my vape. No, I know what
Everyone's
you're thinking. It's a pun, because I blow those fat loops out of my mouth when I vape, but actually it's a fully functioning PC. It has more RAM than my desktop.
You can hook your vape up to an external monitor,
Yeah, it's
but you still play on the little buttons.
Oh yeah. I use a GameCube controller.
You main Piranha Plant.
I mean Piranha.
Which
yes.
actually has come out now on the Switch.
Is that
and-
true?
Yeah, Piranha Plant has now come out on the Switch, and it's amazing.
That thing's stationary, right?
It actually waddles around in the little pot. It's
That's
adorable.
fun. How is its
so
recovery? I feel like it would just fall.
His recovery is very, very good.
I feel like if you put a mushroom,
Very good recovery.
They don't have Goombas in Smash, do they?
No, they do
No,
not.
they don't. If you put a Goomba in Smash and it had any recovery whatsoever, I just feel like everyone would feel ripped off. That's the whole thing about Goombas is that they just walk off of cliffs.
Yeah.
You just footstool them, though. If you footstool them, you
Want it
kill
out.
'em.
Yeah. But you just jump on them. What if in Mario, when you jump on a mushroom, instead of like falling off the map, like they get squished and then they like fall, they disappear. The turtles all, like fall off if you hit them with a shell. What if they just stayed there and you had to like climb over their corpses
That
to
would be
advance?
a bit of a different game. A bit more morbid.
Or you can walk through it, but it just makes that sound. It's just like boink, slur, 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 slur. This is the worst. These are new overalls.
Oh man, that'd be such a bad Mario
There's
game.
a dry cleaners halfway through World 2.
Because of just the excessive amounts of gore.
Just gore all
Just
over Mario's
everywhere.
overalls. Yeah. This is the Tarantino Mario world. When I was a kid,
Okay.
we had this neighbor, like kind of like back fence neighbor, backyard neighbor, how that works. And she was an old lady who lived by herself, and we'd go over there. Mostly my siblings would go over there for French lessons sometimes. And we would like rake her leaves and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
But when she bought like snacks and desserts and stuff, I mean, she would buy like a whole pie, but then she didn't want a whole pie, so she was always bringing over like half a pie, stuff like that. It's like really, nice old lady thing to do, and we never didn't want half a pie.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, if you show up to a Super Bowl party and what you've brought is just half of an apple pie, then people are like, "Where's the rest of the pie?" Not "Thank you for the pie," or
True,
"This is
true.
great pie," or "Wow, pie."
Or, yeah, even just simply pie.
They focus so hard on the half of the pie that is no longer with us.
It's like maybe
rather
you
than
waited on the
enjoying-
interstate because traffic was bad.
Yeah,
Get off my back, Jerry.
Jerry. Jerry, why do you care so much, Jerry? Maybe you ate the pie. Oh, Jerry can't survive without pie.
Jerry has low blood sugar.
I'm so sorry, Jerry. Did not know that.
Here, there's still half a pie,
I
though.
still have a pie, Jerry.
You can still have half of the pie.
Everybody, this is
you
Jerry's
don't
pie.
have that low of blood sugar.
Guys, I need to make an announcement. Guys, this is Jerry's pie.
Yeah, I brought this pie for Jerry.
Like the pie, Jerry.
This is
Vicious. This work party is just not a good environment.
Oh, they never are. Actually, I say that in my work parties are totally fine.
If somebody wants to
actually pretty
bring half a pie to any party that I'm at, I will be jazzed about that.
Again, wrapping it around to my first thing.
Yeah.
Don't judge the snacks.
Don't judge the snacks.
You can bring half a pie.
Don't judge the snacks. You can bring half a pie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, put that on a T-shirt. I mean, put that pie on a T-shirt.
Put that like
You'd-
all
it'll
of
seem- just smear it all over.
yeah.
Because then you have pie if you just walk around.
And
Because you
it's-
can get through customs that way with
Yeah,
food if
and
you
it's
ring it
okay.
into your clothes.
It's totally fine. You'll be getting another T-shirt next year.
You ever just soak your shirt in grape juice before you go through TSA? You get on the other side, they're like, no liquids. You're like, that's what you think. Squeeze this Beefy Haynes into this bottle. What are you going to do? Your drug sniffing dogs can't detect my Beefy Haynes. Title of the episode?
Goes into TSA wearing a purple T-shirt and walks onto the airplane wearing a white T-shirt.
That's right. I really only have one more point.
Okay.
And it's kind of philosophical.
Okay.
And it really just ties into the same thing we've been saying of don't judge the snacks. What is a snack, really? We think snacks are like Chex Mix or like Fudge Mellows or like Blondies, you know?
Or like copyrighted moon pie. TM.
TM. But when you let me ask you this. If you wake up at 2 a.m. and nobody else is awake and you don't have your glasses on.
The sins.
And you don't have your glasses on and there's nobody up except for you and Jesus. And you walk into that kitchen and you open the fridge. Tell me there's anything in there that doesn't count as a snack. Oh, what's this? Milk? Snack?
I mean, so many things.
Oh, half a cabbage. Snack. Cheese wrapped around some ketchup with a little bit of Rice Krispies sprinkled on top in a bologna. Snack. And you'd think that this is only the kind of thing that you do when you're drunk, but no. No, that's how we want to excuse it.
Definitely not.
It is if somebody catches you with your bologna ketchup Rice Krispies,
Just like digging into a head
Crime.
of cabbage.
that is catches you with a felony amount of bologna,
You've got bologna all over the couch.
just snorting bologna in lines off the counter at 2 a.m. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna say, "Have you been drinking?" And you're going to look at them and say yes. And the fact is, you have not. But in this one case, it is better if they think that you have.
Even when you are drunk, you know it's just an excuse.
Yeah,
You know
it's just an
doing the
excuse
same
to
thing.
eat bologna. That's why anybody drinks, is just so they can eat bologna with immunity.
Basically, what we're saying is you can just raid your fridge and bring whatever you find
Yeah.
to a snack party.
That's right. Bring that old box of baking soda. The party goes till 2 a.m. It's a snack. We should. I feel like we should clear it up. It's not always a snack. After 2 a.m., it's definitely a snack.
Yes. I don't think you should be eating baking soda.
And here's
I don't think you should be doing that.
and here's God's honest.
Wait, hang on. Why do you have baking soda in your fridge?
It's for like it freshens it.
It freshens.
You can use baking soda for anything.
It freshens.
You
your
ever
fridge.
read the websites?
You put baking soda in your fridge.
You can
though?
vape baking soda. I'm pretty sure you can use it for anything. You can put it in your toilet. You can put it in your body. You can feed it to your kid. There's nothing baking soda can't do. Should that have been this whole
It can
episode?
remove
Just
rust.
abandon all other snacks. Buy more baking soda.
I'll buy more baking
It
soda.
lasts forever.
You can crumble it over like a lemon meringue pie. You can. It can remove rust.
It can remove rust and your will to live. It can do anything. Baking soda is this powdered elixir that just makes life work mysteriously. Like if I had to choose one thing to subsist off of, I would probably choose baking soda over duct tape or WD-40 because baking
You might
soda
have a
is
point,
technically a
'cause-
food.
Because it is technically
And WD-40,
Yes.
You can't eat that.
it's
You
still
will die.
inconclusive.
I don't know how it's inconclusive.
I'm pretty sure everyone who's like eating it is probably dead.
Well, everybody who's ever eaten anything will eventually die. So what does that prove?
You've got a point. You do have a point. There's
Besides,
a
if
point that
WD-40
you
isn't
have.
edible, why do they use it at White Castle? Set
places
and match. And by the way, like I said, God's honest. Let's not pretend that we aren't also getting into the Fraser. I don't think there's anyone among us who after looking in the fridge and saying, "No, I don't think I will eat all the baking soda. I'll save some of that for later," doesn't go into the freezer and go, frozen peas. Am I that kind of a person? Yeah. Yes, I am. Corn, don't mind if I do. Is there any ice cream? No. Oh, but what we do have is an ice machine and corn syrup. Don't mind if I do.
I'm honestly, for the life of me, trying to think of the. No, I was gonna say I was gonna say Hot Pockets. That's not it. Then I was gonna say Pop-Tarts.
Pizza rolls?
Pizza rolls.
Totino's.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but I don't know why you'd have Pop-Tarts in your freezer. You kind of just like suck on. Have you ever sucked on a frozen pizza roll?
I'll answer that off the air. The question from my illustrious co-host was, have you ever sucked on a frozen pizza roll? Which might be the new name of this episode because I can't remember what the old one was.
The old one was oh geez.
Yeah, see, it's so fleeting.
It's gone.
Yeah. I feel we've strayed far from the path. Go ahead.
For my last idea.
Yeah.
Last idea before we wrap it up. Weed.
Just bring weed or smoke weed.
Anything?
I think weed goes pretty well with just about everything that we've said.
Yeah.
We can't really tell people to smoke weed on the show.
We can't really. Really condone it.
We can't be held responsible for that.
But when we have to talk about snacks, especially when places are legalizing it, we do have to say, hey, like,
if you live in a legal state, this segment of the podcast is for you. If you don't, please turn to page 63 if you live in the following states. I don't remember any of them except Colorado.
I think Washington.
Yeah, you're right.
I think California probably.
Probably.
It would make, I know. I'm pretty sure California, yeah.
California. I thought California was the cocaine state.
I don't think it has cocaine legalized.
What's legal? So yes, that's our point. Just have a snack and some cocaine and you'll be good. We got to wrap up here before we do irreparable damage to your psyche. So, why don't we
Standing up again, I see.
I am standing up because I literally don't remember how we end the show. 8 Ball. But that goes at the end.
Yep.
We've already got that pulled up. What do we need to say? Oh yeah. If you want to send us an email and just tell us what a bad job we're doing at just living our human lives. Or if you just want to confess your freezer sins, you can, of course, as we've said before, send those emails into 100% worse at Gmail.
We do have licensed food priests who will take those and they'll like bless them or whatever.
You just bring your frozen pizza rolls there into the confession booth with you, and I swear they will hear you munching. So don't even think about it. Don't even try. They've got ears like a hawk has eyes. What has good ears? A rabbit? They've got ears like a stoat. I just assume that a stoat is something that has good ears. I don't think anybody's going to call us out on that. A stoat is like it's like a real slinky rat.
Okay.
It's a rat that's just real stretchy.
Probably learned that from Redwall.
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny that all of my knowledge of stoats comes from Redwall. I'm sorry, I was halfway through saying you can send an email to 100%worse at gmail.com. That's the number 100, the words percent and worse. And you can also find us.
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at 100% worse.
That's the number 100, the words percent and worse. And don't forget to use the hashtag 100 worse. That's the number 100 and the word worse whenever you're talking about the show, or even if you're talking about other stuff. Just throw people off.
Yeah.
You know, you don't even have to trace it back to the show. You can be like, I ate a whole spoonful of baking soda, hashtag 100 worse. And then people will just think that the act of you doing that was 100% worse than anything they could have imagined prior to you saying that.
Probably, yeah.
So it really just slides in incognito.
Pretty well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you're up and about on the internet or in your app or whatever, go ahead and leave us an iTunes review.
Yeah.
Maybe a positive one. Mm-hmm. Maybe a formal complaint. perhaps a psychiatric evaluation of both of us.
That is totally cool.
It's expected, honestly. Yeah.
We expect you right now, that you're hearing this right now, to leave a review that is evaluating our
Yeah.
psyche. Got
And
it?
let us know what your personality type is so that we can know if you're making any money. INFPs need not apply. I believe we're both INFPs. That's how we know. Yeah. So thanks to Kenny Childers, who perhaps no longer wants his name associated with this podcast, but too bad. Thanks to Kenny Childers for doing the opening monologue for us. Thanks, of course, to our elephant pal Tortolino, who has come along on the road with us.
Yeah. He's actually at my place now.
What a
he
trooper.
helped carry the stuff over.
Yeah, clearly he forgot the mic clips, so we can blame the elephant.
Which, because I'm downtown Indy, if anyone does see an elephant around here,
Roaming.
please let me know.
Please do send an email to 100%worse@gmail.com or just knock on the door.
Or just like tweet it out, maybe picture location.
Yeah.
It would be appreciated.
Yeah.
He likes to see the sights.
You know what we forgot to do? That's why our ending has felt so weird. We haven't done our recommends yet.
Oh, we haven't, have we?
So every week we just like to recommend something for you to try out. Might not be something new, might be something new. It might be something new to us or new to you. What do you recommend this week?
I recommend this week, obviously, the cello.
Oh, which one?
Because, what do you mean, which one?
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Come pick up Connor's cello. It's just waiting here.
I used to play cello as a kid, and I finally, just last week, bought one for like the first time in a very long time, and it's
Yeah.
been a blast. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, and as Albert Einstein once said, that is a big ukulele.
But no, I guess if I had to recommend anything for the listener to do,
Sure.
for you to do, try an instrument.
Yeah, sure.
Just like pick up an instrument, something you haven't played before.
Just try it.
Yeah.
Take a bite.
Yeah, take a bite out of the instrument.
Take a bite
Get
out of any
kicked out of that
instrument.
Guitar Center.
Yeah, you'll never be allowed back, but it's worth it. We don't know what instruments taste like except for Jimi Hendrix because he plays guitar with his teeth.
True.
He was on something.
Yeah. Oh,
He was onto something. Well, I recommend a song. Well, it's an album as well, but a song called "Tell It to the Beer." It's kind of a folk song by Gaz Brookfield.
Gaz Brookfield.
Yeah, a British artist. The reason why I'm recommending it right now is because they took it off of Spotify, and I don't know why, because his other music is still up there. I don't know, maybe beer isn't allowed on Spotify anymore, but whatever reason, listen to Tell It to the Beer by Gaz Brookfield. It's a very good song. I do recommend it. It's just good, and if anybody knows why they took it off Spotify, please let me know, because I'm waiting. I'm refreshing that feed every day.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah.
He's F5ing. He's
Yeah.
been F5ing for
I've been F5ing this entire time. Hey, that brings us right to the end. Let's go ahead and see if we improved anything. And of course, as every week, we will do that by consulting Spike's 8-Ball, which purports to know all. And if you want to play this game at home, you can go to https://www.indra.com/front.html. Once again, that's https://www.indra.com/8 the word ball /font. Oh, sorry. Let me start again. That's https://www.indra.com/8ball/front.html. And that will pull up Spike's 8-Ball Knows All. Well, what's our question? What are we asking?
Did we make snacks better?
Hey, Spike's 8-Ball, did we make snacks better? It says yes.
Yes. Oh, cool.
Wow. We're doing really well.
We are
Is this
doing really well.
broken?
I don't think
It's
so.
only given us good answers so far. I'm going to ask it one more time. Spike, come on. You can tell us. Spike's 8-Ball says, concentrate and ask again. Well, I did concentrate and ask again. Now I have to ask again.
Oh, boy.
Now we're going to really know.
Is this a post show?
Did we make snack? Ask again later. You're avoiding us, Spike. Spike's 8-Ball is dodging the question, and I'm not a fan.
We need to know. Did we make snacks better?
As I see it, yes. Okay. Well, I
okay.
think I know what the problem is. We're asking about snacks, and this is an 8-Ball. What it doesn't know.
True.
It doesn't know from snacks. It's like snacks, they might be better. Snacks are no better or worse than I have had so far.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Well, be sure to join us next week when we learn how to put a mouth on an 8-Ball. But for now, I've been Graham Ganol.
I've been Connor Hughes.
This has been 100% Worse.
Eat your pizza right out of your pockets.